Hi everybody, this is Peggy from May Art Ribbon, and today I want to show you how I made this adorable little Christmas tree out of wine bottle corks and a little bit of ribbon and some glue. That's all that I did. And of course we're using May Art's ribbon. Isn't that perfect? The three colors combined. Let me move some things off here and let's get started. Now the first thing you're going to need is just one of these craft cones. I just picked it up at one of the local craft stores. And depending on what size you want your tree, that's how big you want your cone. This one just happened to be the one I got, and it's actually 10.5 inches tall, thereabouts, okay? And then, of course, you're going to need wine bottle corks. And no, Steve and I did not drink all this wine. You see I have a whole handful. I have a lady where I work, and they do wine tasting parties all the time, so over time she saved those for me, so thank you very much. And then you're going to need some of this glue. It's called E6000 glue. It is awesome, but don't get it on your fingers and leave it there too long because it's really yucky to get off. You're going to need some straight pins. You're going to need a pair of pliers, and of course you're going to need ribbon. Now the ribbon I used, there's 3 different kinds, and it's XD43, XD44, and XD14. So if you want to get some of that ribbon at May Arts, that's the numbers you want to put in there and get that. It's wonderful. It makes the greatest bows. Let me just show you that real quick. I mean, this makes the best bows and so easy. Look at that. Ta-da! And I have my bow. And I just need a little twisting, puffing here and there, and cut her off. And that's all I did. Okay? That's the easy part. Now, I've included with this video at the bottom of the screen there, you should see some pictures of stages, because obviously it's going to take this glue some time to dry for me to be able to get all the rows on there. So I took pictures in between. Now this is why you need the pliers, because you can never get the lid off of this glue after you've used it, because it just gets sticky there. So that's the only reason you need those pliers, unless your hands are real strong, I suppose. Alright, let's get it started here. And here's what I do. I just lay it like so, put myself some glue, and voila, stick it on there. Hold it just a second, and then while that one's drying a little bit, it takes some time to dry. Now here's the trick. If you'll notice in the pictures down there, you'll see where I have a row, and then I put a rubber band around it. Well, that's because I wanted to hurry up and get it finished, obviously, but I wanted to let it dry good, too, and not have these move. I'm going to try this on here and see if that works any easier for me. Probably about the same. Yeah, about the same. So, here's the whole process. You go all the way around, and then take yourself a rubber band, and you're going to put a rubber band on there. I don't know if I can do that without all of them on there or not. We're going to try. Yeah, I'm pretty talented one-handed there. Like so. Once you go all the way around with your corks, then stick your rubber band on there. That can be drying. Then you can go right ahead, get your next row. And I kind of off-centered them a little bit. I don't think you have to, but I just did for time's sake. I did that. Did the same thing. I did the rows all the way up to the top. Okay? Now, you're wondering, what in the world did she use those straight pins for? Let me bring this back in and show you. When I was gluing on all of my bows, again, I was in a hurry, and I didn't want to wait for my glue to dry, which reminds me, let me put the cap on there. Also, do this in a well-ventilated area because that glue is really strong. So what I did is I used my straight pins, and I would put the glue on the bow, stick it on there, and I just stuck my pin there to hold it in place. That's all those are for. And then these are all dry, so I can take all of those out of there. And I just alternated my colors. I used the red on the bottom, the white, and then the green all the way up. And then for the top, I just made a topper. I'm going to call it a topper. I don't know if it's really got a name or not. Can you see that there? I just took the ribbon, and because it's got wire, it made this nice little hoops, and there's my tree. It probably took me several hours to do it, only because, not because it's difficult, only because we need to wait for that glue to dry. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows on there, all the way around. So I'll just take the rest of my pins out, and there I have a really cute centerpiece for my Christmas table, and I'm way ahead of the game. So stop over there at May Arts Ribbon. Check out all the wonderful, wonderful ribbon they have. They have some with a wire in it and some with not. And how about making yourself a wine tree? There you go. We'll call it a wine tree. It's really a cork tree. Okay, thanks. Have a great day. Bye.